city like the Hub City. Let's go. Yeah, Hub City, baby. Hub City on the rise. Shout out the city of grind, baby.
Yeah.
Man, this is the pharmacy with Dr. Dre.
Boy, oh boy, how did we meet Dre? We taking y'all from the jump. I woke up, crust still in my eyes and everything. I get a call from my mom, and then like she just telling me like, you and your brother need to get down here because Dre is in Compton. And then so all I do is say, okay, hang up, run in his room and tell him you need to throw in whatever Compton stuff you got because Dre is in the city.
Hearing him say Dre, Dr. Dre, I was like, okay, you know what? I never really hear Dre being in Compton, so this has to be a sign. It has to be some reason why, you know, he's where he's at right now, and we had an opportunity to at least get a chance to meet him. They were shooting the last, I want to say, scenes of Straight Outta Compton. We was in maybe 2 scenes, and we were walking with Dre. You know, I had my phone. I got Dre on this side. I got Ice Cube on this side. I'm filming. It was a fun time.
I was over there kind of like, man, we over here just walking with dude. He ain't really looking at us.
Ron, which is aka Stanley on Friday. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Stanley is. Stay off my grass. He actually went to high school with my mom and my aunt. Told our mom to let us know that we could come to the trailer where Ice Cube, Dr. Dre was at, and we might be able to present them our brand. In presenting the brand, it was more of an advice. Like when we were walking up and ready to meet, it wasn't like we need this, we need that. It was more of, we have this idea, what type of advice you could give us on basically moving forward with the idea. Dre, Ron come out and they called us over. Man, remind you, when they called us over, I don't know if you've seen it, he was looking directly in my eyes. He called us over and Dre looking at my chest, because I had the biggest logo, the sweater on, and it was actually this exact color, the gold one, but it was a big seal. And I had it on my chest, and he's looking at that, looking at me, looking at that, looking at me. So we walking up, and as we walked up, the first thing I did was look at this man right here, because I'm like, okay, now it's the time. So I look at him, and I'm like, okay, in my head, I'm saying, are you going to say something? All I read in his eyes, I ain't saying nothing. Like, it's on you.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm like, he like, So I'm like, dang, I got to do it. Like, so I looked at him and I'm like, dang, ain't nobody else gonna do it. I'm the only one here. I don't got my other 2 business partners. It's just me and him. So I look at him and I introduce myself. I say, what's up, Dre? My name is Tyree. When I said that, I'm gonna just demonstrate exactly what he did. I shook his hand. I said, my name is Tyree. He pushed me back. In pushing me back, it was an instinct because he said, wait, what's your name again? And I'm like, oh man, like my nickname is Ty. So I was about to say Ty. I'm like, you know, he don't like Tyree. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not gonna say that, but I said it again. I said, no, my name is Tyree. And he said I ain't gonna never forget that name. And I'm pretty sure the whole world seen Straight Outta Compton. His brother's name was Tyree too, spelled the same, and he had a bad death. And the fact that, you know, he said I'm not gonna never forget that name. Once I got home and did my research, I found out that was the reason why he said that. This is our new brand that we're coming out with. It's right here on my chest. I just wanted to ask you, Dre, like, did you have any advice on how we should move forward? And as I'm talking, he kind of cut me off and he was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just give you my personal information. And me being excited as I was, but not trying to specifically, I want to say, be a super fan, I didn't want to go antic and just start ripping and running. So I actually pulled out my iPod instead of my phone. I don't even think I could find the contact. I was so nervous. I'm just standing here. I couldn't even I couldn't even write his email down. So I'm just like, man, he's standing over my shoulder. That just kind of startled me because he still gave me his time. And we had about, I want to say, 5 to 7 minute conversation. And from there, after getting his email, it's been a non-stop process. And just him backing us and having, you know, a big input in this company is a blessing, and we really thankful for that.
We knew this was a journey for us to begin. Just to have one sweater left, Dre throwing it on in a magazine, it was just like, man, this dude really looking out for us. This dude is really good, man. He's giving back to his community, looking out. So like I give big props to Dre because he didn't have to do a single thing, like, because he don't need nothing from us.
Ashley, who is general manager of Aftermath, she gave me a call and pretty much was just relaying the message that, you know, Dre finalized, you know, all of his artwork, everything that he needed to input in his album is basically packaged up, and he shouted you guys out. Before I even took the plastic off, I'm searching. I'm like, okay, where's our shout out? I'm like, where's our shout out? So I ripped the paper off. In ripping the paper off, there goes the shout out. Bright as day, actually on the CD. So when I seen that, I instantly called Ashley. I was like, okay, it's official. Like, I see exactly where y'all going with this. It brightened us up, and we shouted him out right back. We actually put, you know, his CD on our tag. So, you know, when you guys go and purchase our items, you'll get this tag. We're also Kendrick, and you know, this is his album cover on there. And that was just a small shout out that you know, Duro created when he went to China and got the product made. But, you know, this was our first product that we had, so we thought it was only right to, you know, give him a small shout out within our clothing as well. Our impression was a very good first impression to him because the movement that we had, and strictly being Compton, I think the biggest thing about it is that we want to rep the same city he reps just as good as he does, and that's the whole purpose of the movement is to represent the city that he's from and we're from, right. The thing about this block is it's all we know, and the fact that we're from Compton is just a blessing to know that everything that comes out of Compton is gold. I mean, honestly, who we're connected with and the movement that we're creating will turn into gold eventually, and we're here to make that definitely happen for sure.
Must go where I can lay my head in quiet breeze and silver leaves.